This is part of the Jenkow plugin demonstration. Now that we have installed all the prerequisites, we can now create a first job which has a workflow step. So we call this job 1. We choose the freestyle option, okay. And there is in the build section, there is now a BPMN workflow build step. Let's put in as the workflow name, let's call it workflow 1. This workflow 1 does not exist yet. The Jenkow plugin will create it once we hit the save button. So now we can take a look in Eclipse and import a workflows project by going to File, Import, General, Existing Projects into Workspace, Next, and again we navigate to the Jenkins conf directory. Here I hit just Tab and I should see here a Jenkow Workflows project. It's checkmarked. I say Finish. Now I can drill into this project, into source main resources, diagrams. I see here now this workflow 1 BPMN file, which is the one which was just created because we entered it in the workflow step in Jenkins. Let's quickly open another view, the properties view under window, show view, others, filter, just use proper. So now the properties view down here will show us the details of the workflow. Let's click the script task, and here in the main config, the interesting part is the actual commands which are being executed when the workflow executes. So this script task will print to the console that the script task says hello world. So with this knowledge now, let's go back to Jenkins and hit build now on this job, and we are following the console output. So now we can see this output from the script task is in the console log. Let's add some more. Let's add another output, and I need to save this workflow. I can go back directly to job, say build now, watch the console log, and we can see this other output which we just added. Now let's go even one step further and let's add another custom task, namely the Jenkins task. I click here and put it somewhere here into the diagram, and let's say the Jenkins task should execute after the script task. So I changed the topology. Okay, it's not the greatest one. Let's mark this that way. And let's look what the properties of the Jenkins tasks look like. There is in the main config, we can give now the job name which should be called. So let's call this child job. Again, I save this workflow, back to Jenkins, and we should create this child job first, because if it doesn't exist it can't run. just a freestyle again, and this time as build step we just use a regular execute shell, and say let's save this, and let's start our job 1 again. And let's follow the console again. So we see now here the script output, but we see here now in addition that the child job was started, child job ended. Let's go back to the big view. So here we see child job has 1 execution, and this was the one which was triggered by our workflow.